Welcome everybody! We're about to start in less than 20 seconds, in fact. Alright. I'm gonna check if we got any more... Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, please go on. Oh, the extra is something I talked about in the GBG channel. I asked you if you were wondering how I achieved anything in one of my in any of my older games, really. So, like, if you want to take a look at my... Oh, actually, this is going to be tough. It's the first time I do this. Okay. Okay. I should get this code, and then we can start. Oh! I mean, yeah, you are working... are you working on the game right now, Freddy? Yeah, it does take a while. The cutscenes take a really long time. Also, maybe I should make it apparent to... Oh, I mean, I guess. I guess if you're that good, they don't take a long time. Maybe I should make it apparent because it might not add up for anyone who's watching the VOD. I allow voice chat to be on. So while you can't hear them talk, they are talking to me through the Discord stream. Oh, I have a lot of those voices in my head. There's a ton of them. So yeah, and due to that I gotta... That hurts. Anyways, let's start with the first game by Andrew. Thank you so much for submitting it. I actually turned down Dom stream so that I wouldn't be spoiled by this one. Yeah, I'm displaying the code right now, so if you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to do so. Let's read the description for Apples and Yetis. Description: a simple 3D platformer game. Since it's the third anniversary of GBG, I decided to go old school and make an old classic GBG game for this special occasion. The goal of this game is to collect 10 apples by going through some various obstacles that are set up by the Yetis, okay? Sometimes you will have to jump over the Yeti's attacks, while also trying to get through some of the obstacles. Interesting. If you fall, you will be spawned back to the starting point, okay? Green boxes are normal boxes, light blue boxes are moving boxes, yellow boxes are breakable, pink cylinders are buttons, and red spheres mean stay away. Okay, red means danger, because it will also spawn you back at the starting point, okay. Controls are stick to move, R stick to move the camera, and B to jump. Playtime 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Hopefully I remember all of the colors, but I mean, I'll just have to play to get used to it. So yeah, let's start. Apples and Yetis. Okay, so I have to collect it. Okay, so immediately we see the danger. Was it? Yeah, B to jump. Okay, let's... Ooh. Wait, oh, sorry. Yeah, fine, I'll walk into it. As my voice is... Oh, I was going to wall jump, actually. Okay, it's instantaneous teleport. Actually, I'm happy I tested that. Ooh! Okay, that was a nice save. Yeah, that one too. I'm doing this first totally because not because of my drift to the left or anything. I'm trying to fight that right now. Actually... This feels... No, okay, it's definitely the right way to go. Come on. Okay, so this is like the speed strat, yeah. Yellow was... I don't remember, let's just do it. Okay, breakable, right. Okay, we should have this. Oh, so text. Press this in case you don't make it through the next part. Oh, it's like a... The white Tanuki is... Oh yeah, because you can't respawn the boxes, I guess, when you... Oh. Yeah, you could use a launcher, but I guess he didn't do that in this case, which is fair, you know. If you die, you respawn the boxes, yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, why was I going backwards, actually? Okay. This is actually going to be a bit... No, okay, I have enough space to work with, except that it's drifting to the left, of course. Damn it. Okay. Take it easy. Nope. Damn it. Okay, eventually when it's... Did I just walk on the sphere? Oh, what happened? Oh, wait! I think the touch sensor may be small. Okay, I think maybe the touch sensor wasn't big enough to detect that I touched the sphere by jumping on it. Okay, so that's another apple. Okay. Okay, but I'm missing the... Oh, I haven't moved the camera yet. Maybe there's some hidden ones I didn't see. Oh, there's a whole back section. Okay. But yeah, I'll just... What are those? I mean, I can't go down there because I'll be teleported beforehand. Oh, so... Oh yeah, that makes sense. Those are visible teleporters, so that's not a launcher. That's nice. Okay, so these are the famous moving objects. This actually... Yeah, that's... That feels like a tight jump, actually. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I don't know how he does that. He's so good at GBG. I only encountered the object limit myself like one time. It was while I was making that Kirby Dream Buffet maker. Okay, I was wondering why it didn't count that. Happy birthday, GBG! Yeah, that's right. The actual birthday is going to be in 2 days. Yeah. It's okay, so the next game, which is going to be the last, unless the I'm just gonna check the queue one more time because this one was just sent in. So I'm just going to, yeah, okay, this is going to be the last one before the extras. So thank you, D or Thomas, for submitting it. It's called The Level Description. This is a demo made by my 7-year-old son. Your progress through multiple sections. Oh, you progress, sorry. Through multiple sections to get to the treasure. Alright. Controls: left stick to move, B to jump. Playtime 1 to 5 minutes. Also, I guess I completely skipped over that. Thank you again, Andrew, for submitting the game I just played. I really liked it. And yeah, let's just jump in. Let's see. Hold on. It just... Okay, I wanted sky. Well, yeah. Okay, let's just... Oh, I made it! Okay. Oh, it's like the... I'm not sure what I did to get here, but... Okay, forest... Oh! Okay, we've got some enemy... Ooh. Oh! I'm gonna have to react fast to that one, because I can't really... turn the left... Yeah, I mean... Unless I have the drift do it, but... Yeah, no, that will never work. Ah, it's frozen on our screen. We may need to rejoin. Oh, you're... Oh, it wasn't working? Oh. Oh, weird. Oh, It's weird. That's very weird. I mean, you didn't miss much. You just missed the... I don't know, the first level, which... Oh! Yeah! Okay, so I guess that... Yeah, okay, that's what... So, I guess earlier I got both teleport... So this game has checkpoints, right? Oh, I guess we can find out. I mean, yeah, it does, because it teleported me to the forest before. And... Okay, so we got the grasslands. Are there any hidden... Oh, high jump. Okay. Well, oh, okay, we got to the treasure. Okay, Oh, but it... Okay, it's swapping. Actually, I'm interested. I'm going to check the... So, of course, it spawns me here where it says sky, and... Okay, so this is what triggered the thing. So you have to... Let me just test. I have to be very fast. Yeah, see, it counted. It counted as a win, even though I did die. Oh, right, that counts as a retry. I have to do it like this. Wait. Come on, get... Yeah, because I can't jump, actually. As long as I'm in the sky section, I can't jump. I'm mashing B. And there I could. Okay, so that section is just run for your life, and you get teleported here, and then you play the ride. This is really cool. I wonder... I mean, I don't know if the text here is supposed to be like a sign, or maybe like a... Be like a World 1 sky, World 2 not grass, rather I can't talk. Forest. But yeah, nice. See, he's learning fast. I'm impressed. Yeah, he just made it this morning. Kind of a damn. He made it. Oh, so he just made this. Nice. Well, if it's a demo, I can't wait to see what other worlds we're going to explore very soon. Actually, okay, so this is the yeah, very nice. So it's always nice to see new creators get the get used to GBG a bit at a time. Yeah, yeah, I didn't point it out, but really, really clean. Yeah. Yeah, just use the. I guess you can't really use the tricks reliably if you need like 1.33. Yeah. Yeah, look, wait. Yeah, if you fall off, you die. It makes sense. Actually, are these on a timer? I guess. Yeah, yeah, these are on timers. Nice. All right. Okay, so I was going to just oh yeah, right, that has nothing to do with this. I just was asked to check a project. Anyways, let's leave. I'm going to go to my main account. Don't mention the icon. I just thought it was funny. Damn it! The one time that I want the left stick to work. Really, really. I can't navigate menus, man. I really again, I'm just going to point this out. I think Dom is pretty good at playing games, considering he has to get used to the games. He gets used very quickly. Damn it, that that damn stick. Can I get to the free programming? So what I was going to say is that a lot of people mentioned like the most interesting part that you want me to talk about. Is it going to continue? Okay, fine. Yeah, the most interesting part was the how I handle data, and I couldn't just download Thunderstream, not just because I don't want to re-download the code, but also because I don't have. I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. I'm trying to select the one on each side. Can you like? Damn it! I can do it. I can do it. Okay, the password manager. This is something I made specifically for myself. And what you see on the right is the game swap value for Thundersteel, and on the wait, I said on the right, I meant on the left. And on the right, you see the corresponding password. This was the debugging tool to make sure. I didn't remember it being this glitchy. I say it's been a long time, but I feel like this is going to be a good way to show off how all of this works. And the first thing that I'm going to mention is this password right here, the one all zeros, is actually a special password. It doesn't use the formula that I use for every other password. The second part is that, of course, every digit has a certain meaning in the game. Like with this, I can only go up to 7. This only goes up to 4, and this goes up to 5. And it can never be 0. That's because working with zeros in the game swap is actually, well, not ideal, because I can't swap to a game with a 0 value. So I set this value, which, by the way, just throwing that out there, this is the power up value. I set that to be 1 and not 0 as the minimum. But let's go into the code because... oh, I remember this. This is another thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna explain in detail because it's been more than a year at this point. I forgot. But the idea is that when you want to make a game, you want rather a password system, you want to be sure of two things. First of all, it does what it's supposed to do, so you can actually recover the save. But the other thing that that's required to actually be absolutely sure that this is going to work fine is that there's no two different game states that lead to the same password. So of course I didn't like, as you can see, every time I change a digit, we're never going to see a password that we already saw, unless I go back to the... Oh, we don't need to talk about that, I'm still in the basics. So, anyways, yeah, every game state leads to a unique password, and there are some ways to do it. I'm just going to show maybe You know what? I'm going to get rid of the mouse right here and plug it in the switch. So maybe. Okay, let's be honest. Thunder Thrill, I did it in a. Okay, so now it ignores the stick, which is amazing. Let me go back over here. I did something very like I was being overly cautious. Like I really wanted to encrypt this and make sure that um like it wasn't easy to decipher, but that's not really needed necessarily. Let's just take a small example made just for this. Let's say um okay, one way to make sure that I'm just gonna put a random number, I don't know, 19. Uh, One way to make sure that you have a different code all the time, of course, you could just give the game state as it is as the password. The problem with that is that if someone requests a password multiple times, they can easily figure out how to create their own password and skips parts of the game. What we want is now, here's the problem. Since I'm Italian and I'm streaming in English, I probably don't know the math terms in English, but essentially we want to create a function that goes back and forth. So we need a function that we can invert. Okay, so and yeah, this function will turn the game data into the password, and it must have an inverse function that, well, does the opposite and brings us back. So the reason I brought out a map is just to show you something that I find cool. Like we can pick some random numbers over here. Those just happen to be, yeah, those just happen to be close though. Like I can even let's not go negative. Maybe just, I don't know. Let's keep it safe. And I don't know. Let's big numbers over here. 420. I mean, I can. It's going to. Oh, actually, you know, right there, it's fine. I'm going to go with like 3. So the cool thing is, oh, right, I can do that. It does the damn thing. Okay, so I was going to show off something cool that you can have like 2 maps, and I guess get away with it. But you have to actually choose your numbers a bit carefully to avoid, well, this. Oh, cool. Guess that will show up. Yeah, so let's see. I want a cool example actually, but I don't think I can do that easily. Don't know, let's do, it would be a 8 offset, I don't know, 51 offset, and oh, I'm gonna have to destroy the 69 until I see something that, oh, spotted it. Yeah, yeah, okay, so truth be told, I have no idea if this will work if I change that to 20, but guess we're about to find out. Please be an integer. I think. No, never mind. Okay. Okay, this may take a longer time. I can't pick them randomly. I actually have to think about making sure that it's that it's always an integer. So I don't know. It doesn't have to be 0, I guess. It can be 10. Let's pick something. No, 1030. It translates to, I mean, it can be like random number 54. If this range is 20, I want this to be a multiple of 20. Maybe a big one. Maybe it could be 100. 154. Yeah, it's kind of random, but this should ensure that everything is going to stay as an integer. I'm just gonna check the, please. Yeah. So what I wanted to show is that you can actually achieve the function and the inverse very easily. For instance, just check this. So the ranges were 10, 30, 54, 154. I can. I have to remember the 54, 154. So if I place the input range in the output range and vice versa, I will essentially do the inverse. Yeah, that's how maps work. And voila. So this is actually, this is like a very cheap way that you can get this to work. It's So as you can, so for instance, let's say 19 is what I saved, the 99 is the password, then 99 gets turned back to 19. Like, very, yeah. Here's the thing. I never did this in Thunder Thrill, and I definitely don't want to do this in the RPG, not just because I already made my own password system. Um, oh, wait, you mean multiple operations? Yeah, I'll hear you out. Okay, so let's say you have a password system that turns 19 into 81. Then you need to whatever this function is, it must be a function that you can invert. How can I explain this? No, that doesn't. I mean, depending on what you choose, you're going to spend more or less nodons. Basically, but really, the important thing is that it should be invertible and it should hide the game state. And here's the thing: this is like a simple setup. However, it's linear, like in the literal sense. It's basically creating a line on a graph. And what's the problem with this? Well, I can immediately tell you that 19 generates 99, and everything that's bigger than 19, it's going to create a password that's bigger than 99, while everything that's lower than 19 is going to create a password that's lower than 99. And to truth be told, this isn't the case here. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's go for something. Okay, this is bigger, I guess. See how they increase, depending on which digit I hit, it increases in different ways. It's okay, well, that doesn't count. Let's just not use that. Okay, I guess it's a bit less secure than I remember, but still, it's confusing enough. I think the best example actually of a password system is in the RPG itself, which means I have to swap to another user. Can I please get this to work? Don't screw this up. Okay, I selected an icon. Nice. Yeah. I guess I just used the D-pad to be fair, so maybe it's in a neutral position right now, the stick, so it doesn't really get in the way. But now I'm back here. Let's go here immediately. Password. It says debugger. I don't know why it censors that. Oh, I actually added music in the background. This is where it gets tough. You see, in Thunder Thrill, yeah, here's the thing. In Thunder Thrill, I could just use the number display because what you were seeing, like that 4-digit number, is the actual 4-digit number that I send from one game to another. And I guess the best way to say it is that Thunder Thrill compared to the RPG is a very small game. You don't need to save a lot of stuff. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, that game was huge, like you're free to think that. That should only be reassuring you that you can really get away with a big game without having to figure out some really crazy game swap tech. Like you can just get away with a 4-digit number. I did. I did. It's definitely doable. This, however, yeah, there's a limit to how much you can use a game swap. This actually kinda clean isn't really the word, but it's definitely more organized, and that's because this doesn't have the thing that creates the password. What I do is that when I press A, it will swap to the title, thinking I hit a save block, and and the title will give me the password. But regardless, I want to show something. As I said, there's a limit to how much you can send to a game swap, and that's why if you want to make a really big game, 8 digits. It's 7 digits. Yeah, hold on your horses. I will be explaining more in detail where that limit is and why it works like that. It goes into the floating point. How's it called? The floating point. Actually, I don't need the swap for this. How the floating point numbers are programmed. And not just in GBG, I mean in literally anything, the single precision floating points. I don't need a map. I don't know what I'm doing. I need multiplies, a lot of them. I want to get to 24, so this will do. 256. Okay. So, chat, this is going to be the exciting part of the stream. We're going to do some math. Yay! Don't worry, it's simple additions. I will bring in the addition node on very, very soon. This is going to be wild. Okay, so in theory, I just did 2 to the 8th to the 3rd, which is 2 to the 24. Yes, I recognize that. That's the limit. Why is it the limit? Well, let's see. Okay. Okay, the $1,000,000 question, everyone. Set, okay? Let's see if you are correct. What is, whatever the number was, plus 1. I'm not gonna reveal the answer yet. I'm going to show you the first number because then it will be unfair. Okay. So that's the number right there. Plus 1. Oh, the only really active person is Stefan. Okay. I'm just going to say, you expect this 6 to turn into a 7. Okay. Let's see if that's true. So, yeah, our math professors were wrong, and math is an opinion, because that's totally not how math is supposed to work. So, this is the hard limit if you're going to use integers. I swear if the stick keeps doing that. Okay. This is the hard limit. The reason why it does that is that floating point numbers cannot represent all real numbers. Like, and this is just an intuitive point of view. Like, if you have a limited amount of bits, you can only represent a limited amount of numbers. And what they came up with is basically that when you're close to 0, you have a lot of precision, right? So you can go into like 0.1, 0.2, but maybe even in between those, okay? So you get a lot of precision when you're close to 0, and as you go further and further away, you it gets less precise the further you go. And this is just how imprecise it is after a little bit. I mean, a little bit. After 2 to the 24, which is a huge number. But you can see, I can't add 1 anymore. However, I can add 2. 2 will actually work. And this is the other thing that you need to figure out. I mean, you don't need to figure this out. I mean, just a reference. It's a nice little... Yeah, see? This worked just fine. Because... I got to a point where the minimum distance between 2 consecutive floating numbers is 2. So I can't add 1 because that number simply doesn't exist. It can't be represented. Like that 16, what was it? 16,777,217. That number doesn't exist in single precision floating points. So that would be floating point numbers that use 32 bits. That number simply doesn't exist. And beyond 2 to the 24, all the numbers are going to be separate by 2. Okay. Which means that I get away with it because if this is the max, because essentially from 2 to the 24th onwards, I lose the units. However, right before then, in the interval that goes from 2 to the 23rd, I don't know what that number is, to this number, the minimum amount of the minimum gap between 2 consecutive numbers is 1, so I can actually get away with it. The only way that you can get more out of this is, instead of starting from 0, you start from negative 2 to the 24th. That way you get to use the sign bit, which is which is I mean, if you knew how the floating point is made, you'd know that the sign bit is basically its own thing. It has nothing to do with the rest of the calculations. So yeah, this is basically what you have to keep in mind. So every time you want to make a game, uh, although I have to reenact. There is something I didn't mention because I don't know how it works. You can technically get a 31-bit decoder working. I have no idea how that even works. But yeah, there is technically a way to get more data. It definitely costs more nodons. I'm just good with my integers, man. I think when I have to plan ahead and see if all of the data that I'm working with actually can stay below this damn value, I'm done. That's enough, and that's basically what I mean. If you want to make a big game, like not Thunder Thrill side, like that, you can get away with it pretty easily. But if you want to make a bigger game, you're going to first of all make sure that you don't go over this value if you want to use integers. And the other thing is that unfortunately I can't get away with saying, okay, this decimal digit gets this decimal digit represents this other one represents this other thing, because if I do that, oh, yo RJ, welcome to the stream. So yeah, as I was saying, I can't really assign every piece of data in the RPG to the to one decimal digit, because I'll just it won't be enough space. Like I really want to get as much space as I possibly can. I don't want to waste anything in between, which is something that I did in Thunder Thrill. But to be fair, if you can keep it simple, you definitely should. However, I didn't have the option to keep it simple for this project, so I had to go like this. And we can, I guess, take a closer look. I mean, I guess I can just explain it maybe in a. Yeah, no, let's just do the simple stuff. I'll take a little bit of what the game data looks like the first. Yeah, I was. Actually, do you want to do the puzzle again, Freddy, since you weren't here when I was trying? So, about that limit of what you said, which is 7 digits, which is partially correct. This is okay. So this is the limit, right? This is the actual limit. This is 2 to the 24. Can you tell me what this number plus 1 is, or what you expect at least to change if you add 1? No, 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 no. It's actually going to be very similar to this. Like it's a simple addition. Uh, yeah. Of course, if you add 1, nothing happens. This represents the problem with. I'm not going to do the whole speech again. Long story short, if you go over this number, you're going to lose the units, and every other unit you keep. Okay, so I can actually add 2 and get the result that I expect, but I cannot add 1. The number that ends in 217 doesn't exist in a single precision floating point. And yeah, that's again, to keep it short. If you're close to 0, the precision is high. If you if you get further from 0, it will be so imprecise that you lose the units at a certain point. In fact, right before this one, you cannot get like a 0.5, because right before this one, the minimum gap between two consecutive numbers is actually 1. That's why I can get away with it. But yeah, that's like your reference, 2 to the 24. It's the limit. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I cannot use the decimal digit trick that I used in Thunder 3. Let's take a look at how it works. So, what I save at the very, very right side of the number is the experience points, which can go from 0 to 1,305. That's the maximum amount of experience point at which you get to level 30. And right after that, since I don't want to waste anything in between, like I did in Thunder Thrill, because I need to get every possible number I can get. the immediately next one, 1306, must have a meaning, right? What it does is that will reset the experience points to 0, but I did increase by 1 the following value, which in my case will be the character. So let's use you know what, we never use comments. So let's say that the first part is experience points. I was about to use the the PC keyboard expecting it to work. So I said experience points. Just go exp. Okay, caps lock. I didn't mean that, but sure. So let's imagine it in a beautiful world where we can have a system like this. Like we have the exp digit, and right here the next one would be like the second character. This will be like the second character. Oh, let's use the numbers actually. No, never mind. Second, yeah, nice. Second character. Oh, I was hoping that. Oh, oh, perfect. Yeah, second character. So, as I said, EXP goes up to 1305 at most, and if I get a number that's 1306, I increase this value. So what that may look like, I'm going to get a counter in here, maybe. So, okay. This is going to be a... Oh! Hiking Monk! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well when it comes to your studies. Hi. Okay, so... The problem... Okay, let's just forget that EXP worked like up to that number because it's bigger than 1000. Okay, it's a bit... I just want to make an example that's relatable. Like this number? Yeah. 4 more 7. to be perfect. True. Tutorial fun. Not really. I'm more explaining like the how intricate the GBG can be at the core. But I think it's all the interesting stuff that you can apply. Like I'm not explaining it in detail, but I'm explaining it to a point where you can fill in the gaps. I feel like, in a sense. Also, in case you're looking for a tutorial, Techdi did release a tutorial today about game swaps, so I highly recommend. Like, no, you can't tell me you could barely understand. Okay, fine. Who? Techdi King Monk. I sent it in the GBG servers. In the GBG anniversary jam, yeah, that was playing the games. They couldn't figure out how to play my game, which is, I mean, fair. But regardless, okay. So let's say that we have this number that goes up to 777. So I'm going to do a simulation. Let's say I'm at 776. Okay. Actually, yeah, the loop is perfect. Oh, the loop would have to be like that if we want to. Okay, so 776, and I'm just going to get an input. Oh, I can use touchscreen. Oh, I didn't even think about that. On this node on. Yeah, you have to remember to add 1. No, it makes sense. Oh, damn, it's changed from 0. Okay. So what we want is that, as you can see, 777 we decided is the max amount of EXP. So naturally, just like in a regular counting system, like in our counting system, we get to 9, what's next? 10. We run out of decimal digits and we have to go over to the second one. And here it's the same thing. If I touch once more, imagine it actually does something over here, but this one resets to 0 and the next one is 1 0. Right? 1 0. Okay. So this is what would have happened. Like it loops over and it goes up to this. Now the question remains: how do I represent a number when I'm not using the decimals, right? Well, it's a similar trick. In decimals, we get up to 9, we add 1, and we get to 10, which is 1 times 10. It's the base. And it uses powers of 10. However, you don't have to use always the same number and use its powers, which is the the only way really to make sure that no numbers in between are left. So let's say that I want to make sure that these two are independent but part of the same number. What I do is that I use calculator node at times. So remember, I don't want this to overlap with that one. Okay, so yeah, okay. 777, we know that plus 1 it will be 778. So we know that 1 0 must be equal to 778. We take a constant so that we can multiply by that number. 778. And if we add it all together, I'm going to turn this into a plus. Okay. And now we can play around with these values, because notice, now we get, yeah, we got, let's say, yeah, 1554. The cool thing about this is that, again, these two don't interact with each other. Like, there's no possible way that I can find another combination of these two that makes this same number. Yeah, but this was like to demonstrate. I mean, I just want you to focus on the fact that we are doing addition. Is my capture card okay? Yeah. So. Oh yeah, yeah. Anything can do the addition. I get it. I mean, there are nodons that do it worse. Like anything that returns a boolean. But yeah, the main point still stands that these two don't interact really with each other, and that's our biggest strength over here, because it means that we found a way to not waste any digits in between and still manage to save a bunch of data all in one number. Of course, the RPG with all the stuff that it saves kind of cranks this thing up to the max, but again, you can easily extend this, because let's say that this thing also has a limit, I don't know, something simpler. Let's do 12 for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I mean, even something smaller, we can do like 8 or something. Yeah, let's go with 8. Actually, 8 in loop, which means that 7 is the biggest value possible. And what that means is that we are going to apply pretty much the same logic over here. Well, Paimon, head out out to the books again. See ya. See you, King Monk. Good luck. Okay, and you can do the same thing. So this is going to be another piece of data that we want to add. And let's just place it there. It's fine. We're going to apply a very similar trick again. But this time, okay, let's see how to figure out what the next number is. Yeah, I'm going to use the same port. I get bored. So this time, this thing goes up to 8. Actually, not to 7. So let's actually crank them both to the max. And we'll figure out immediately what the number is. And I just realized that a constant is not going to cut it. But as soon as I put these both, again, just like the... Oh, I didn't actually do that on purpose. Yeah, you know what? We roll with that. When you add 1 again... Oh, yes, my favorite number. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, what, 10 to the 38. What did it... I mean, yeah, you can get that far. Clearly, but still. Okay, so again, if you add 1, this one is going to roll over back to 0. And is going to add 1 here. But this one is also going to roll back to 0 because we reached the limit. So it's going to bring that over here. Now, let's see what this number looks like right now. so we have an idea. 6,223. So we are at, so if we were to add 1 to this number, we get 6,224, and that's exactly the number that goes into this port. Okay, so one more than the maximum amount that the current digits can give you. Yeah, I'm trying to see the max number. Oh, we could just try and figure it out. I mean, no, you can't, because there's infinity. Infinity is is possible to get in the floating point universe. I don't remember exactly how it's represented when it comes to the bits. Like, it goes to 0. Uh, Probably. I mean, if he didn't discover it, it was close. It maxes out. No, no, there's literally, it doesn't go to 0, RJ. I'm sure that there's a way to get infinity. I don't remember exactly how, but yeah, you can get to infinity. I really don't remember how. So, okay. Yeah? Oh yeah, that Mr. One Scraps really did find a lot of stuff when it comes to GBG, like GBG tech, yeah, tech. Oh yeah, hold on, I found something. RJ is currently doing his own experiments. Yeah, okay. Let's be honest. I don't think I'm good at explaining. Was this clear? Okay, which okay, I'm gonna have to wait for the amazing comment section with just one comment that says no, like without even explaining what they say no to. I just understand that they're saying no. You didn't really make this clear, but you're just going to spread. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that you're free to spread misinformation on the internet, but as long as people understand it's a joke, I will allow it. No, no, no. I mean, I'm not saying that you do that necessarily. Actually, what is this? I guess this was another thing that I wanted to test, but whatever. Before the password. Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? There are a few more things that are easier to tackle that I was asked to check out, such as the battle system. I need to find the template. I don't want to spoil. Okay. Okay, thank God I didn't spoil anything. And I immediately moved stuff. Yeah, I didn't. Oh no! Okay, okay. This is the actually. Yeah, that probably can spoil a bunch of stuff. Let's just go over here where the core is. I did make this better. I swear it used to be way worse. It used to be. Uh, it used to be way worse, okay? Like the whole thing was over here. Imagine that. Imagine the RPG system being over. I, I, Here's the thing. I did try to shape the first version did not use markers, and it actually uses more nodons, and it was nearly impossible both to read and what happened to Discord? Oh, hey bot, welcome. Okay, I actually gotta manage both the damn drifting. Okay, so maybe I have a plan to explain this. I'm just going to take this. Wait, I cannot copy this probably. Damn it! My flawless my flawless plan wasn't really that flawless. Okay. Let's try and take a few. Let's know how much. Yeah, this is going to be like 7 nodons. This is the core, guys. Okay. So as you can see, it's very simple when it comes to the my guy for the entire bowl of spaghetti. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, this is the oh damn it, this is the core. So Then, okay. This to detect whether it's the heroes attacking or the enemies attacking, probably to make stuff easier. And essentially we have a counter on the outside that's going to increase every time a turn ends. So this indicates it's Curb's turn when his turn ends, and there are different events that can trigger that. The counter increases and it goes up to this, and then it goes up to the next one. And once the final of our heroes attacks, it's the enemy's turn, which is probably the I'd say a bit tougher part because you have to actually make it automatic. When it comes to the heroes, actually, uh, this is the menus. Okay, so this recognize this how deep in the menus you are. So whether you're selecting attack special or you're selecting the target currently, and this well, this is actually the option you picked. So attack special, run away, and these are is the enemy that you're targeting. That, by the way, is going to check whether you're trying to target something that's dead already, and it will not allow you to do so. So it will automatic if you're yeah, go on. I'm detecting it because remember it's Curb's turn. This Well, this represents how deep this marker right here represents how deep in the menus I am. So this if this is active, I'm still selecting whether I want to attack, do a special attack, or run away. When I selected one of these options, of go on. Yeah, let's see why it's been a while since I watched this damn thing. Multiplication. Oh yeah, multiply because remember this can be either 1 or -1, so I can't actually use the AND node on. I have to use multiply if I want to carry the number over, and I do because ha- oh I mean if you can I'd really appreciate it, but yeah, okay, for instance this is active right now. Okay, so these two are active. This is the the thing that goes over when you're selecting. Okay, and as you can see, the end is active right now because one of the things is you guessed it, this marker right here. The other one I can check. The other one is probably checking. I'd say if it's the hero's turn. So maybe you can shave this one off and use these three instead. I just didn't want to go crazy with it because just look how useful this one is. I'm going to do undo. Okay, no, it's just two. 2D markers. I I used I definitely used the 2D marker nodons a lot in my earlier custom music craze, I'd say. Like even in Thunder Thrill, the custom music in Thunder Thrill definitely uses the 2D marker nodons. But yeah, apart from that, no, they are definitely useful and all. I just Here's the thing, right here I'd probably need like a 3D marker node, which of course isn't really doable because you see I have a lot of stuff to handle. I'm not sure if a 2D marker nodon would actually shave nodons. I'm not too sure about that. Like you say maybe like merging a few of these. You say you hmm, okay. No, 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 no. The partners are. It's only here. This is just to navigate the menu. This is because I have more options. Like the. Wait. No. Okay, hold on. Repeat because I was talking over it. No, you have in the final game you have two. So you have Curb and the other two partners. Hmm. Yeah, you mean this thing. Mm-hmm. Uh, mm, I think maybe the problem is later on because sure I you think so? I mean technically. Mm, you think you can shave a lot of stuff over here? Really? Like okay, shaving a lot would mean like you want to have a 2D marker node on where this thing and this thing merge. I guess. I guess is your plan. Actually, if anything, the two things that can merge probably are these two rather than those two because these are closer to it. Like these you choose which action to make because yeah, because these are the actions and these are the enemies. This is how deep you are in the menu. This is how deep you are in the menu. Yeah. So maybe you can merge these two. Maybe you can actually merge these two into one 2D marker. Actually no, because I need both. I need both. I need to know what it is. I need two markers still. Yeah, yeah. Also, one thing that's going to make it tougher, I'm going to zoom out because I don't want to spoil the rest of the characters that you unlock. But okay, maybe one is very noticeable. But yeah, the characters, huh? Okay, good. So yeah. Anyways, I mean, maybe. Oh yeah, I mean, Chups was visible as soon as I opened the game. Oh no, chapter 2 spoilers. Never mind. No, chapter 2 spoilers. Literally the first thing that happens in the chapter is that you get shot. What? Oh yeah, I think I also shared that in the very early days when this wasn't the version. May I remind you, this is the improved system. But yeah, this is it's still something that I dread trying to actually add it for each battle, which is why I have actually a few things like this is the cool thing about the template that I can just modify these maps and modify other stuff like very select nodons and not touch anything else and I get like a few battles in, you know. Like I change basically long story short, this is how this is represents how much damage each enemy does. So depending on which battle you enter, they do a different amount of damage. Over here we have, oh yeah, sure, go on. Uh, No, 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 no. Every area has a set of enemies. So this is basically an enemy set. Look, I can. No, no, I will never make a code for every enemy. That's just insane. Look, this is area. This set area 0 because it's a template. I change it to area 1 if it's the first area 2, or maybe 2A, 2B. Look, this is the types of enemies. I get 4 enemies per each per area. Yeah, and each one of them I can actually set their own individual experience rewards. So how much experience points they give you. It's right down here. So it's 4 more maps. That one you don't touch, and these 4 are the experience values that they give. Maybe I can check. So yeah, they're all set to 1. So all of these enemies do give you 1 experience point at the end. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is actually something that remember the thing with the that I said about that I talked about before when talking about the game data. When you add one and it resets, that can that in when it happens when you shouldn't do it. You know, it's known as an overflow. Everyone knows what an overflow is. Like you ran out of space to represent something. You add one more thing and it resets to 0. I added this system to make sure that you don't overflow from level 30 max level to level 1. So basically, if you to prevent you from going to like over yeah, max level is actually hinted here because see, I have this max level. What I do is that I check how much. Yes, I said that before. 1,305. That's the amount of the experience points that you need to get. Okay, dear God, because you've seen enemies that give you like 1, 2, because you're in the first chapter. As the further you go, the more experience the enemies. No, it's not. No, these are experience points, not level 1,000. This is experience point. Remember, since I need to save it, I'm not actually saving the level because think about it. If I were to save the level, every time you exit, you lose the experience points in between. I don't want you to lose that when you save your data. So if you're halfway through getting to level 4, let's say, I don't want you to lose those experience points and go back to level 3 flat. So I use the experience points as a value to keep track of that. So yeah, this is the amount of experience points, and it's translated to the level using a formula that's actually higher up there. Long story short, this is the system to make sure that you don't overflow, because I don't want you to go from level 30 to level 1 out of nowhere, of course. Oh, wait, did someone else join? Oh, hey, not. Welcome to the stream, not. Hey, morning, I guess. Guess it's evening, but yeah, yeah. True. If you say good morning, it's actually morning. I forgot how that works. So yeah, basically, I make sure that you don't go over 1,305. Good evening, morning. Yeah, good morning, not. And And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you try to fight an enemy at max level, it will give you 0 experience points because there's no point in giving you more experience. You already reached the max and you cannot go over. Here is a sneak peek at what the transformation looks like. So let's see. Okay. We have this. So it should be 1 at the end, if I'm correct. Well, oh, right, this is one of the few that doesn't display the 1. See, I'm level 1 at 0 experience points. If I add a few more experience points, I can actually get the other stuff. So I expect... now I'm going to see that somehow it works in game, but it doesn't work in the programming screen. Check this out. So 3 experience points should be just level 2, like precisely level 2. Select it, please. Oh, I really have to click on the top, don't I? Okay. So exactly 2. And yeah. So the gap between levels is always 3 more experience points than the last gap. So level 1 to 2 is 3, level 2 to 3 is 6, 3 to 4 is 9, and so on and so forth. So I'm not causing that, right? I hear a weird audio. I don't know if you hear that too. Hopefully it stops. Actually, yeah, maybe. I think okay, it stopped. Just which node on? Oh, I didn't even get to read that. So, anyways, what I used is a formula to express an infinite sum. It's not really an infinite sum. It's just a sum because it doesn't go up to infinity. I can actually show this off. It's a really interesting geometric proof. So what I wanted to do is like notice how I do like 3 plus 6 plus 9. Like every time I add 3 more. I can factor in the 3 and get 3 times 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So I need a fast way, rather a node on efficient way to get the result of that sum. And essentially, I can actually show it off with just normal object nodons. Let's see. So let's say that I want to do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. I can actually arrange them in a triangle, right? So the first layer has 1, the second layer has 2, and the next layer has 3. I'm just going to do some shenanigans. Let's copy these. Right. I'm just gonna show it up to 4. So you can actually solve this sum knowing how far down you have to go, because if you think about it, you're just calculating the area of this triangle, and actually you can figure out the formula like this if it lets me select. So this double the amount. This is 2 times the amount that we want to figure out. So if we want to know 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, this twice the amount, because you saw me copy the things. Just look at this, okay? We put this here. This one's here. It's a rectangle. So like this, you see that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 times 2 is equal to 5 times 4. So actually we can figure out a formula which is 1 plus 2 plus everything up to n is equal to n plus 1, which will be this longer side, times n, which is this side, the one we started with, all divided by 2, because of course this is double the amount that we are looking for. It's a very nice geometric proof. It's very simple, elegant. And yeah. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Where's someone when I need it? Need him. I need someone. Figure it out. No, I mean it will back you up on the sense that yeah, I'm a nerd, but he will be a nerd together with me. So yeah. Yeah, go on. What's the best part? Oh, damn it. Yeah, I can help you out with your games. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like helping out. So anyways, I think that's going to be... I think that's going to be it for tonight, unless you are wondering anything else. No one saved my game. Yeah, that's true, Nanda. Oh, please go on, Freddy. True, true. Yeah, true, true. I go to sleep. I go to sleep and I think about the GBG problems that I couldn't solve, and I fall asleep because I'm bored. So I'm a nerd, but there's a limit to it. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, I'm good. No, he actually dreams of this stuff. He actually transitions to the dream world and can solve them in his dreams. I can figure out I'm dreaming, and yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to stop the recording right here. So thank you all for joining. We can hang out right now. We can keep hanging out if you want. But yeah, for everyone that's watching for the final time my my drift going off. Yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the VOD, and I'll see you next time. Bye.